Welcome back to Touring History, where we dig through the dusty corners of the past so you don't have to. I'm Lane.
And I'm Dusty Dave, still
I,
recovering
I knew you were
from.
going to say Dusty Dave.
That's right.
Dusty Bottoms Dave.
Dusty Corners, still recovering from discovering that people used to think tomatoes were poisonous.
Oh,
Crazy, right? Which honestly explains a lot about British cuisine.
oh, sure does. Today we're touring July 24th, a date that's given us everything from groundbreaking inventions to, well, let's just say some very creative interpretations of marriage vows.
Ooh, can't wait.
How's that for a
Speaking
teaser?
of July 24th, we got a voice memo from a listener about why this date matters to them. Sezso, take it away.
Hey, Lane and Dave! July 24th is super meaningful to me because it's the day I finally worked up the courage to ask my crush to prom. Way back in 1987. And she said yes. We've been married for 36 years now, and she still doesn't know I practiced that conversation in the mirror for 3 weeks. Also, fun fact, we got engaged on July 24th, too, because I'm apparently incapable of remembering more than one important date. Love the show! Keep touring!
Oh, that's actually sweet. Though imagine if she'd said no after 3 weeks of mirror practice. That would have been awkward.
And he's still practicing in the mirror after 35 years of marriage. The real
Yes.
question is, Lane, did he practice the engagement proposal in the mirror too, or did 36 years of marriage finally give him confidence? Now he's practicing how to get divorced.
How to ask for anything after 36
Yes,
years of marriage. Can choose your words carefully.
He's going to have his own podcast.
That's right. All right, let's move it into birthdays. Today we celebrate Jennifer Lopez. Turns
Woohoo,
55
J-Lo.
today. J-Lo, the same age as me, both of us continuing to prove that aging is apparently optional.
You were a fly girl, weren't you, Lane?
I was
believe
on
you were.
I was on In Living Color too. Yes.
So also born today, Anna Paquin, who won an Oscar, get this, at age 11, making the rest of us feel like spectacular losers. And Kristen Chenoweth, Broadway legend and the human embodiment of pure vocal magic. She can sing anything. I'd listen to her read the phone book and sing it. Yeah.
Absolutely. We can't forget frequent friend of the podcast, Amelia Earhart.
God, she's
Born
back.
July 24th, 1897. Pioneer aviator, women's rights advocate, and unfortunately, participant in history's most famous game of hide and seek.
Yeah, I know I joke about how her luggage is always lost, but it's true. She was a pioneer, and then she wasn't. So, too soon, Lane? It's only been 87 years.
I don't think so. I think no spoilers or anything. I think we're
All
good.
right,
And now
well,
we're
up next is
introducing.
my favorite segment.
Yes, it's making its debut, the Salacious Dave segment. So take it away, Dave.
Ooh, okay, so now I have to talk like this. All right, time for everyone's favorite segment, where I get to talk about historical scandals while Lane judges my life choices. Today's salacious story takes us to July 24th, 1911, when American explorer Hiram Bingham discovered, drumroll, Machu Picchu.
Wait, how is archaeological discovery salacious? I don't get that.
Well, I knew you were going to ask that, because Hiram didn't actually discover anything. Yep, that's right. Local indigenous people have been living there and knew about it the whole damn time. But here's the juicy part. Here's the salacious part.
Oh,
Bingham basically showed up, took credit, and then spent years shipping artifacts back to Yale University without permission. Ha! Just like those Elgin marbles in London.
oh boy, those Yale Eli's. So it's academic theft with a side of colonialism.
I found it first. Exactly. It's like if I discovered your coffee mug Now I know this is, you keep accusing me of taking your coffee mug, and then took it home and put it in my kitchen, which you said I could, by the way, except instead of a mug, it was priceless Incan artifacts. And instead of your kitchen, it was Peru's entire cultural heritage. Oops.
Oh, this is why we can't have nice civilizations, Dave.
Yes. Well, here's the real scandal. It took Yale over 100 years to return most of the artifacts. We were running out of packing tape. And that's slower than my response time to text messages. I know, I'm
Yeah,
terrible
yeah.
at getting back to you.
I guess that was before they had DEI programs that they got rid of, huh?
Yes.
All
So
right.
here's the next big segment, Innovation Lane.
Thanks. That's me. Time for Innovation Lane, where we celebrate human ingenuity and my questionable ability to pronounce inventor names.
I can help you with that.
On Yeah, that's what you're here for, Dave. Pronunciation help. Phonetics. Phonetics, Dave.
Pronunciation.
Enunciation and pronunciation.
There's a cure for that.
And extremism. On July 24th, 1847, Brigham Young and his Mormon pioneers arrived in the Salt Lake Valley and basically said, you know what this desert needs? A thriving metropolis.
And lots of wives. Oh, sorry. That's not really an invention, Lane.
Well, hear me out. They innovated an entire irrigation system that turned a desert into farmland. They
Ooh.
created a functioning society in the middle of nowhere using geometric city planning that's still used today. It's like Sim City, but with more covered wagons and fewer cheat codes.
Yeah, well, when you get thrown out of every other city, you gotta figure things out. Okay, I'll give you that. Though I feel like desert city planning is a very specific skill set, but I know they did it to Lost Wages as well, right? I mean, Las
I
Vegas, sorry.
Pretty much, pretty much.
Yeah.
Also on July 24th, 1969, Apollo 11 splashed down safely in the Pacific Open.
Woohoo.
Open?
Pacific Open?
The open Pacific
They were
Ocean.
playing golf?
Yes, yes, completing humanity's first successful round trip to the moon, which is technically the ultimate innovation, figuring out space travel and how to not die horribly in the process.
That's always my take on when I go to the swimming pool. The fact that we went to the moon with less computing power than my toaster still blows my mind. Watch out, folks.
Wow.
Gray matter
Y-
everywhere.
Yeah. Well, first, your toaster has computing power. And second, Dave, don't bring your toaster with you in the swimming pool.
Your toaster doesn't? Well, it has a digital display. That's practically NASA level technology for 1969. You know that your cell phone has more computing power than the entire Apollo uh, lunar program in 1969.
That is true, and it's amazing. And another fact I heard is my cell phone has more computing power than a banana.
Yeah, well, you
So,
ought to upgrade from that
because
flip
it's an
phone.
Apple.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh, but-um-bum.
All right, quick break to
That was
talk
a good.
about our friends at Duluth Trading Company
Yes,
who
yes, let's
make
do that.
gear. They make gear that's tougher than a $2 steak and more reliable than my ability to remember where I put my keys.
Where are my keys? Speaking of reliability, Duluth Trading has quality merchandise that literally stands the test of time. We're talking about clothes that'll outlast your car, your mortgage, your marriage, and your will to live.
Right now, they got 50% off select clearance items because apparently even Duluth Trading believes in second chances.
Plus 25% off summer gear, which is perfect timing, unless you live somewhere that considers 90 degrees sweater weather or the southern hemisphere.
Yeah. And they're running a buy with three, get one free promotion, which
Woohoo!
is basically math that even I can get excited about.
And I understand as well, Duluth Trading, because life's too short for pants that give up on you. Hey, let's get back to the show, shall we?
All right. And now for our last segment of today, Deep Thoughts by Dave and Lane.
Oh, well, you first, Lane.
Okay. Well, July 24th has seen everything from moon landings to city founding to archaeological discoveries, air quotes used there.
Yes, yes.
It makes me think that history is just humans repeatedly showing up places and saying, I'm going to make this everyone else's problem now.
Oh, that's surprisingly accurate. My deep thought is that July 24th proves that humans are fundamentally optimistic. I don't know about that. I'm kidding. I mean, you have to be pretty hopeful about the future to build a city in a desert or strap yourself to a rocket pointed at the moon that they've never tested.
Yeah, or steal artifacts and assume no one will notice for 100 years.
Yeah, how'd they get away with that one? Okay, that's one more about audacity than optimism. But still, July 24th is basically humanity's hold my beer and watch this, will you? Moment, repeated throughout history.
Your deep thoughts are just observations about human recklessness, aren't they?
Absolutely, because I'm a reckless human.
Hmm,
But, recklessness built civilization. If everybody said, I don't think you should try that, nothing would get done. And
that's true.
recklessness and really good irrigation systems pay
Uh,
off.
yeah, just pee anywhere. All right, that's July 24th for you, proving that humans will literally do anything if you give them enough time and questionable decision-making skills.
And a good meal. Thanks for touring history with us today. If you enjoyed this show, smash that like button, like you're Hiram Bingham claiming credit for someone else's work and stealing everything else before they can see what you've done.
That's right. Subscribe for more historical chaos. And don't forget to send us your voice memos about why specific dates matter to you. Sezso loves bringing your stories to life, and we love having an excuse to make fun of,
Ah,
celebrate your personal history.
that's right. So, until next time, remember, history is just yesterday's news, with better stories and worse hygiene.
This has been Touring History. I'm Lane,
And I'm going to take a shower, Dave. And
and
we'll see
we'll
you in the
see you in the
past.
past.
Ha ha.